There are two ways to play Rocket League. The most popular one is most goals win. This is what you'll be playing if you search for a game, or what you'll be watching if you tune into rlcs. But today is going to be about the other way to play Rocket League. Best goal wins. Freestyling is the art of scoring the best goals possible by spinning, flip resetting, and musty flicking your heart out. Most people specialise into one or the other, standard Rocket League like myself, or freestyling. And for us standard players, we have things like ranked and rlcs to compete in. So freestylers will come together to create their own tournaments, where they compete to score the craziest goals in Rocket League history. If you've never seen a freestyling competition before, there are a few rules to know. Each player gets about 20 seconds to score a goal, usually without letting the ball touch the floor once it's in the air, and the other player can't interfere or save the shot. One of these such tournaments was the Pulse X Thrustmaster Freestyle Invitational last year, where a player known as Henkovic did the impossible and scored one of the best goals ever.
He shouldn't score that. He shouldn't score that. Oh my god, why would he try to score it?
I'm so glad for Breezy that Henko decided to save it.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Henkovic going from the opponent's backboard.
And going, imagine if he went back to, like, went for the psycho. Yeah, he's gonna do that. No.
Wait, he's still going.
Wait.
I don't know if it's 20 seconds or what.
Wait.
No.
Henkovic starts from his own goal, turtle dribbles it to his opponent's back wall before scooping it up into an air dribble. Sets himself, hits a musty flick, psycho, where he bounces it off his own back wall, catches it in the air again, dribbles it back to his opponent's backboard, all without letting the ball touch the floor, before double tapping in from a crazy angle. Now if you're very new to Rocket League, this probably doesn't mean much to you. But if you do play Rocket League, you know how unbelievably crazy this shot is. And if you're like me, then you thought, how hard can it be? After scrolling through TikTok one night and seeing someone re-upload the clip of Henko hitting that crazy shot, I decided to hop in free play and give it a try, see if I could recreate it. After spending a couple hours that night trying to do it, and not being able to even get remotely close, I decided to upload an attempt to TikTok, which for some reason did really well in views. This is when I decided to take it seriously. I wanted to recreate this shot, so I did my best to set up a custom training shot. And a car preset that matched the original as best I could. I also set myself some rules. If I hit the shot, I wanted you to be able to easily recognize this was a recreation of the Henko shot, so it had to be similar. But making it identical would have been impossible, so as long as all the tricks were the same, it didn't touch the floor, and the double touch at the end was on the same side of the goal, then it would count. For the next week, I would put in 7 hours a day in custom training going for the shot. And while I was still not even remotely close to getting it, it was definitely improving. And more importantly, TikTok was loving it. The funniest part of all this was probably when I said early on that it would take me 6 days. It wasn't until about a month later that I would start getting somewhat close, with me being able to score a few one-bounce psychos, where you redirect the ball from your backboard off your car straight to your opponent's goal, which were a good first step to hitting the shot. Something I was pretty impressed with, given my previous complete lack of any freestyling ability.
Much later.
3 months in now, and at least 200 hours of going for the shot, and I was able to start being able to score the shot with a bounce or two, or without the redirect at the end, which was big progress. I would get a couple solid attempts per day, but day after day, I still couldn't get it. It was at the point where the novelty of going for it had worn off and the boredom had set in. I really wasn't enjoying it anymore, and it was taking up a lot of my time.
Much later.
Another month had gone by, and August was the most frustrating month for these attempts by far. I had 2 unbelievably close shots back to back, which funnily enough are 2 of my most viewed TikToks, but boy did they sting. Having put so much time in and getting so close was frustrating and demoralizing.
Much later.
I had now had multiple clips of me doing the famous Henko shot, but on the wrong side of the goal. The TikTok comments were filled with people saying that it counts. It doesn't matter if it's on the wrong side of the goal. Some people were even saying the shots I was hitting were even better than Henkovic's, but it just wasn't enough for me. But I needed a break. I was bored and burnt out.
Much later.
January arrived, and along with it was my desire to get this shot done. It had now gotten to the point where I couldn't move on with my life until this was finally finished. So I decided that however many hours it would take, that's how many I would put in. Every day was close attempt after close attempt, and it felt like I was literally losing my mind. It was clearly a mental barrier at this point, and I was obviously good enough by now to do it. Try as I might, I just couldn't get it. Finally, I had finally done it. After about 10 months and at least 700 hours of attempts, I had finally hit the shot. It was genuinely through the roof, and so happy I stuck it out, because I was damn close to giving it up. And while I'm definitely better at musties and air dribbling now, I think this is probably my last foray into the world of freestyling. And from now on, I'm going to leave this type of stuff up to the pros. If you've enjoyed, then dropping a like on the video would be appreciated. Thank you guys for watching.